Hello and welcome back to Seconds Out. My name is Eamon Khan, joined by the Iceman, Jason Cunningham, taking on Liam Davies on July 29th in Telford. Jason, how you doing, sir?
I'm good, Eamon. Yourself?
Yeah, not too bad. All the better for speaking to you. Thank you for giving up some of your weekend to speak to Seconds Out. Now, Jason, July 29th, as mentioned, the fight makes sense and one that both of you want. Happy to get it over the line now.
Yeah, I think it was easy enough to do. We're both with front running for a start, so that's that. And obviously, we both want to fight the best, which is what it's all about. So this will determine who number one is.
What's your scout report on Liam Davies? So you'll obviously had your eye on him, knowing that will be likely meeting him in the ring at some point. So what have you kind of seen in terms of his strengths and weaknesses?
Do you know what? You say that, but I'm not one for watching and like getting obsessed with watching stuff. I watch a few bits and bobs of clips, and then I kind of leave it to my team and just focus on my game plan and what's going to work best for me, and obviously getting the best performance for myself. So watched bits and bobs. I watched him in live, should I say? We obviously against Baluta, so I've seen him in person there. Just a neat boxer, tall like myself, likes to box, likes to fight as well. But we've both got similar attributes. He's a good fighter. See, that's the difference between me and Liam. I will say that he's decent. I believe I'm going to beat him. Don't get me wrong, he'll not like that, but he has, he don't like to be very complimentary, shall we say.
Baluta, look, obviously a very tricky opponent, and he'll make people unstuck if you're not prepared. So was that maybe an impressive performance you feel from Liam when you got that victory?
Yeah, he's made it look easy. Sending out of everyone else faced him. Obviously, like you said, Baluta's an handful. A bit reckless, a bit wild at times, but he's there all night, isn't he? So probably if I ever boxed Baluta, I'd use a similar tactics myself, box him and just, you don't need to get involved, and basically the basics win the fight.
Jason, I'm not a betting man at all. I haven't looked at the bookies either, but who is the favourite in the fight in your own words?
I don't know. It depends how they look at it. Obviously, the old Tete situation, I were on a roll to that point. You look back now, what happened. But then I've come back and I've won a couple of my last fight. He's come for a good couple of wins. I'd imagine it'd be close odds. All being well, I'm hoping I'm underdog. I'm used to that anyway. I'm being the underdog. I'm in the away corner in the Lions. Then again, as we like to say, sorry. So I hope I am the underdog, because then a lot of my people will be lumping on that bet.
Now, the scout report doesn't include sparring, or does it? I mean, what's the situation there? Liam seems to think that you sparred. You're saying that you didn't. What happened?
Well, like I said, it were just a random one that. Or else I run at time, and I've got Dev tagging me in things, Dev staring pot. It's all good. It's all fun at sport and stuff. But yeah, this would be a random one to me. So, like I kind of put to him, I said, well, surely if we've sparred, there's always pictures from what I've ever known, especially being professional. There's always a picture of you there sparring. You mentioned Louis Norman's name, and I'm like, well, I've got so many pictures with Louis Norman. The only other time I sparred with Louis Norman and somebody else was involved was Rendell Monroe. And I've got a picture with both of them too. So I said, so where's my picture of me and you then? And as I expected, he never had an answer for it. So let him keep saying what he needs to say. I'm going to see him next week anyway. So we'll see what he's got to say to face. And just he keeps staring apart. He's building the fight, isn't he? He's easy to wind up and all that much. So he's easy. He does like biting, which is good. So we'll just keep reeling him in. But no, it's all fun. The main thing is it's what happens on the night, and on the 29th of July that counts, regardless of any of this sparring, what happened in this shed and what didn't happen in this shed and all the rest of it.
That's fair enough to say, but you feel like, and it seems like you're getting the better of the online, maybe mental exchange so far pre-fight.
He just bites all the time, but I'm not surprised because he's been enjoying his wedding, his marriage, his honeymoon. You can see he's enjoyed it because he's way above weight limit. So he's not going to be having a very enjoyable camp, is he? He's going to be training to make weight. Unlike me, here's a lesson for Liam. He says about my age and stuff. Well, I've had longevity because I look after my body. I always keep in good shape. So that'd be a lesson to him as well. So they should take on board. So I'm just soaking it all up, enjoying it. This is nothing new for me. These big domestic fights, 4-belt fights. I've done it with Brad Foster. So, like I said, I enjoy it. Whatever he wants to say to me, fire at me. Be my guest.
In the Queensberry stable, he is one of the young rising stars amongst others. Is he as good as he's been built up to be, you feel, Jason?
Well, we'll find out, won't we? But he's definitely got a lot of maturing to do, like I say, and experience is definitely on my side. There's no doubt about I've been there, I've done it at multiple weights and all the rest of it. So this is just nothing new to me. It is for him. All the pressure's on Liam. He's got to sell Telford out. He's in front of his own crowd. He's the one that's building him up to be this and that. He says I'm old. He says, he's game over after this. So he's got to back it all up. He's even talking about being over in 4 rounds. So, like I say, just let him keep going. And I'll just sit here and I'm just riding with it. And, I can't wait to get in there 29th of July.
Yeah, you've got good memories in Telford, but it won't be your home on the 29th. Are you ready for that? Are you ready for the Telford fans to be at your back?
A bit of hostility, isn't it? So I've got edit with Brad Foster, Birmingham, same again. It goes over his head. Once we're in there, it's just me and Liam. That's all that matters. That's all that counts. It's me and Liam. So let him, I'll just soak it all up, like I said, and smile, keep smiling down to the ring as well.
Jason, do you feel the win and collecting the titles on the 29th puts you back on track on where you want to be in terms of your career and your next steps and your ambitions?
Yeah, definitely. It definitely puts the winner, like I said, he is just as confident as I am, but it puts the winner in a fantastic position. The only difference I look at it is, from one point, he is young. He can come back. I can't afford that, so everything is going into this fight. Everything's on the line here. This is make or break as far as I'm concerned. So everything's going at it. But yeah, I definitely put myself right back in the position I should be really never been out of. I never lost those titles in the ring. They're online on that night. So yeah, this is my chance to really, put myself back there where I was. But not only that, like I say, they can't afford any slip-ups.
Now, sticking with you, but just moving away slightly, your former opponent, Michael Conlon, was out in action, didn't win the world title the second time of asking. It was knocked out, unfortunately, for Mick. A lot of talk about what his next step is to be. What would you like to see for Mick? Would you like to see him continue and try and win a world title at the third attempt?
He can do. I mean, we've got to give him credit. He's stepped up with an IBF world champion, big punching Mexican. He's not took it the easy route. Nothing's been handed to him. He's willing to take these risks. And like I say, I really like Michael. I were hoping he was going to win. He didn't come off, which happens. It's happened to me in my career, rough with the smooth and all that. You just got to keep going regardless. Obviously, he's his own man. He's got his family. So what he wants to do, which I'm sure is to come back and have another go at it, then fair play to him. But maybe just build back into it again and, like I said, just see what comes next.
A lot of goodwill towards Maxi Hughes, and he's finally getting a big fight opportunity fighting George Kambosos Jr. How does he beat George Kambosos Jr.?
Maxi is like myself. He's an awkward southpaw. Very, very good at what he does. Good movement, good boxing. And he's a tough kid. He's a very, very tough kid. So, yeah, he's going, like I say, other side of the pond. Everything's stacked against him, but these are the fights that we're chasing, aren't they? These are the fights, like I never knocked Tete back. Maxi the same. He's the same kind of kid as me. We're from the same stock. So, I've got everything crossed for him. It's the week before mine. To be honest with you, if I thought we were originally going to be boxing in June, that's what we first mentioned before it got pushed to July. I was going to go out and watch Maxi. That was always my plan to go. I've never been to America before. I'd go there a fight and why not go and watch, somebody who I've kind of grown up with in the boxing circle. So, me and Maxi go back a lot of years to Doncaster Plant Days. So I'd have been there in full support for him. But unfortunately, that's not going to happen now. And I'm following week after him. So hopefully we can have a double there for Doncaster. Is
it a huge shock if Maxi was to win against George Kambosos Jr.?
Not particularly. He's upset. He's come for every task up to yet. The task that he weren't supposed to. Starting with the pandemic with John O'Carroll. So he's on a good run of form. He's confident, and if there's a time to set that fight, it's now.
Mm-hmm. Devin Haney once called him out as well. I think Haney might step up a division, but look, that win for Maxi puts him in a great position to finally get a world title shot.
Definitely does. Like I say, the Garcia talk. So, be unfortunate for Maxi really, because those fights were mooted and mentioned, and they never came off. But like I say, he's finally got there, finally got that big shot, wins this, and he puts himself in one hell of a position right at the top. So, yeah, good luck to him.
Terry, another one. Terry doesn't seem to be able to get the unification fights that she's looking for with Natasha Jonas, saying she doesn't want that fight. Bit disappointing, I guess, for Terry, who's won a fight and can't really progress in terms of that sense, I guess.
Yeah, but like I said, she's got a good team behind her. If anyone can do a job and pull something out of the bag, it's Steffi. He's a brilliant manager. He's brilliant for all of his careers. So every faith into her. Not like she's still young. She's still got plenty of time on the side. So I'm sure them big fights will come. Just got to keep winning as she's doing, keep improving, and like I say, her future is very, very bright and all that.
I'll leave the final word with you, Jason. What happens on July 29th when you step through the ropes with Liam Davies?
I beat Liam Davies and I humble him, because unlike him, he's got no respect. I'm just, like I say, I'm working quietly. Keeps firing off and biting. We'll say a little bit back, but I'm keeping quiet, and I can't wait. I can't wait for hostile crowd. I can't wait for everything stacked against me in there. I'm walking in there on my own in the Lions Den, but I'm looking to upset the apple cart and bring them belts back to Doncaster. Belts I never lost in the ring. And like I said, talk is cheap. You can keep talking, but let's let him eat a bit of humble pie on July 29th.
Jason, a real pleasure speaking to you. Thank you so much for giving me some of your weekend. Much appreciated. Looking forward to the fight. Thanks for speaking to Seconds Out, sir.
Yep, no problem. Thank you very much, Ian.